blood circulation.
Are you young?
Are you active?
Are you sporty?
Think you are too young for a stroke?
No. We all know this phrase, smoking is harmful, alcohol is devastating, but stroke is a real killer. Annually, 168 million new cases are registered. It's more than 460,000 new cases a day. When in first month, 20 to 30% of patients die, 70% of survivors become disabled. 20% live in need of constant nursing care, but all of us tend to think that we won't face this problem. But is it so in reality? 50% of population has such risk factor. One more common prejudice is that young people are not affected by stroke, unfortunately, and stroke is getting younger. That's far from being true, as every year the number of people under 30 years or even children experiencing a stroke increases dramatically. It contributes to the problem of a decrease in number of working people and other demographic indicators. Is it possible to save a stroke patient from death or disability?
The answer is yes, but only in case of providing medical care in the first 3 to 6 hours. But sometimes stroke may not have any subjective symptoms at the early stages of the development. Moreover, stroke frequently occurs during the night. It all leads to the delay of the medical care for 8 hours or more. If the factors that cause a stroke are revealed in time, there is a possibility for prevent its occurrence. It is possible only in condition of a constant monitoring in hospital or at home, but it's very expensive and not comfortable and safe for patients.
What can we do? You know, moving around the body, blood slightly changes the color of our skin. These changes are not visible to our eye, but modern cameras are able to track them. Having analyzed the video, we can find information about our blood circulation. We record on the camera any part of patient's body, filter all the distorted actions, foreground from light, and receive data on the blood oscillations. Taking into consideration the fact that arterial and venous blood are slightly different in color, we can get separate data on arteries and veins. Analyzing this data, we can calculate the parameters that interest physicians, such as arterial and venous pulse, the phase difference between arterial and venous pulse, the variability and stability of cardiac rhythm. If we record the phase of patient, we can get some additional information. For example, we can get the directions of blood movement in phase that can indirectly show us the absence and or presence of cerebral circulation problems. This function, the mathematical apparatus of this function, has already been developed, and its implementation is planned in the nearest future.
This business model can work according to three business models. The first one is B2C. It's work in two directions. The first one is mobile version. Maria, let's speak about it. Okay, getting started, the user overcomes the procedure of registration or authorization. He faces the menu with two buttons. We select new survey and makes 17 seconds video on the camera. Depending on the type of a survey, you can select the front or back camera. The front camera makes a faces recording and gives more detailed information about survey. The front camera or the back camera make a finger recording and gives the data about red venous and arterial pulse. Okay, video is ready and we upload it into the cloud. We developed the docking station Smart DS. It will be a great help if you suffer from hand shaking. Now Smart DS presents just phone holder, but we will add more functionality into it. For example, photo diet highlighting. Okay, data is loaded and we can see it in medical history. Now we can see value of pulse, stability pulse, and graphic right and left side. Also, the user will be able to save data in Microsoft Health Vault and give his doctor access to it.
The other direction of this business model is home desktop version. User installs the application on his laptop or PC and using his web camera makes a record. The entire algorithm is the same as in the mobile version. Our business model is B2G. It's aimed at working with private and public clinics. At first, we set up our device such as called Smart Eye in patient room. Smart Eye has a video camera, a board and 2 servo drivers installed, which allows to overview the entire room where it's fixed. It's ensured by the fact that the lower servo drive makes a turnover of 110 degrees and higher interval 90. Smart Eye receives the data from any part of body, sends it to the desktop computer where a doctor on duty or a nurse can control the patient dynamics. This is achieved by the system of integrated technical vision. The next business model is B2B. It also works in 2 directions. The first one is cooperation with enterprises of hazardous industry. The thing is that in the department we set up our device such as Smart Eye, but will make a record of all the employees and sends it data to the desktop computer. As a result, the security officer will be able to prevent a stroke and experience expenses connect with it. The other direction of business model B2B is cooperation with manufacturers of blood pressure monitor. Leonid will present this information in detail.
What do we need it for? A standard blood pressure monitor measures blood pressure only on brachial artery. Patients with cardiovascular diseases have a discrepancy between circulatory dimensions on brachial artery and corresponding ones on the magistral artery of head and the neck. It leads to the incorrect choice of drug to treatment arterial hypertension and other circulatory diseases. Besides, the blood pressure monitor cannot evaluate of capillary blood flow. The integration of this device can help to solve this problem. The information from camera and the standard equipment of the blood pressure monitor can be synchronized with Windows Azure through the smartphone or Intel Edison microcomputer installed on the blood pressure monitor. In a situation with absence of internet connection, Intel Edison microcomputer may process the data.
On this slide you can see our team and our contact details. More information you see in our YouTube channel. Thank you for your attention.